Hi guys, Paul Duncan here. Hope you're doing really well, and welcome to WA Franchisee Growth and Development Session. This one's called Sales and Marketing. I've started putting them online mainly because the confusion that was happening on trying to get a suitable time and a date in the last couple of months on doing them face-to-face or workshop and seminar sort of format. So I thought I'd just fast track it and put it on online, which gives you the opportunity to have a look at it in your own leisure and go back to them if you want some more information. But if you want some help in implementing this into your business, then flick me an email or give me a call. But alternatively, I'll follow up when I do my regular site visits to your site, and we can talk about these sort of things going forward. So as I said, the first one is sales and marketing. Now, what I want you to do is think about, the Geowashes, or more importantly, where you sit as a Geowash in your particular area. So have a look at what's around, do a SWOT analysis, your strengths, weaknesses, your threats and opportunities, and see, if there's any gaps in there that, we can move on. Those sort of things will help you build your business, build your clientele, lead generation, all those sort of things. Now, really, there's only two ways that businesses can compete. They either compete on price or they compete on customer experience. Most business owners compete on price, which means that when your competition drops their price or does a Groupon or Scoopon, then you're affected by that. So what we need to do is shift our mindset into a customer experience. Giving that customer their wow factor, exceeding their expectations, really, giving them the service and the products that we deliver on a day-to-day basis, which will then take away from the price structure that what a lot of our competition is out there about. Now, what's important is that people's buying decisions are made on emotional or functional needs. Now, most business owners market around the functional needs of somebody. What we need to do is look at the emotional needs. The emotional impact that people have in having a clean and detailed car. So, to put in perspective, right, 80% of buying decisions are made on emotions, how they feel about the product and service and how they feel about buying from a particular person from what they're doing. Now, 20% is logic, but what most business owners do is they really go out there and look at the logical side of things rather than the emotional. So I'll get into that in a little bit more detail, but what I want to try to do is put 11 steps that you can follow in your own business that'll help you build. Now, the first one is we need to be focusing on helping and not necessarily selling, which means that, look at what you've bought recently from a shop or a retail outlet and think about, were you sold to or were they trying to help you? Okay. And this is where the emotional side comes into it, where, you don't really be forcing people into buying our products and services. You really want to help them in a decision that they've already made to have a clean car or a detailed car. That's the emphasis or the point I'm trying to make with this one. Right. Secondly, we need to be targeting our customers a little bit better, which means that, if you've got a high dealership around your area, right, then they're your targets. You communicate with them differently. The offers are different. Your pricing might be different. Where on the other hand, you might have no dealers around, but you have a lot of residential areas, which means that your customers need to be communicated differently than a dealer or a company or, an auto shop or a spray painter, those sort of things. So I want to try and get in a frame of mind of looking at our customers, how we target them and how we communicate to them. Thirdly, we need to be focusing on benefits and features. Now, this brings into the emotional side of it. How do people feel, right? And they don't have an emotional aspect when they look at the features of what you're doing, but they do have an emotional thing of how they feel or the benefits that happen when, they have a clean car. They come out feeling better. As I said, the price is not an issue then. We really need to be selling on how they feel, right? That feeling when they go away with a nice, clean and detailed car. Fourth, we need to be generating some referrals, which means that we look at our loyal customer base and ask them, who do they know? Their friends, family, any of their clients. They might have some customers that you could work with, but building a joint venture partnership or strategic partner with your loyal customer base. So if it's a dealers or, who do they know that could benefit your business? Okay. Now, later on down the track, I'll bring some scenarios in on how we can bring some referral-based system into our business. So whether it's gift cards or something that's going to benefit the referrer. The fifth one is we need to give to get. So there's an old saying out there that if you can get what you want by helping enough people get what they want. So the point of this slide is to really get you to listen to your customers. What's their needs and their wants, and let's start delivering that, because it could be different from site to site, to different demographics in your area. Different suburbs have different needs, different wants. Comes back to your dealers will have different wants and needs than your residential clients. So just think about, what's the needs and wants, and we really need to be delivering that. Number 6, we need to believe in our products and services. Now, what I mean by this is that, I want you to think about your staff. Do they believe in the products and services that they're delivering? Now, I was out at a site a couple of months ago, and I witnessed a conversation between a staff member and one of the customers, and they really the staff member didn't have that enthusiasm and confidence level that was portrayed towards the customer. And I think the customer felt a little bit uneasy. Should I leave my car? I don't feel comfortable with this, whatever. So look at, do your staff and you really believe in what you do, and communicate that and voice it to your customers. It's very, very important to get them back, your customers, as a repeat customer, and more importantly, for them to tell people about Geowash, where you're situated, and to come in for it. So when we do the marketing and some marketing campaigns, then these people are already aware of what we do and how we do it. Number 7 is focus on lifetime value of customer. Very, very important, because what a lot of business owners do, and what I see out there, is that they look for the one-off. Let's get people in, let's get them, get their money, do the service, and get them out, rather than looking at, well, how often can I get these people in? So we know that between every 2 weeks to a month, people need to wash their car, which means that when somebody comes in, washes their car, gets a detail, any added on sales that they did, right, we should be booking them in for their next car wash. Just say to the people, can I book you in for, in the next 4 weeks to get your car detailed? Yep. Let's do it. Let's put it in. You're more likely to get those people back, because we're in a fast-paced world where we forget about things, and if we're not in people's mindset, they might go somewhere else. So number 8, right? We really need to be starting to tell our customers what we want them to do. It's our rules, So when they turn up in their car at the entry point, we need to take them out, guide them into our waiting room or the cafe, offer them a coffee. We really need to start giving them that customer experience, that journey right through from when they start, when they leave. And the greeting and the farewell are very, very important. So you should farewell people when they leave and say, look, thanks for your patronage today, or thanks for visiting. Hope to see you soon. If you haven't rebooked them in, then rebook them in. So it's all these upselling, cross-selling things that will make a difference at the end. Now, number 9, make it easy for customers to buy business from us, right? Now, that's a really, really important one, because if we make it complicated for people to buy with us, then they're not going to come back. They'll tell everybody, no, too hard to go to Geowash, let's just go down the road or whatever. So make it a pleasurable experience for our customers. If you take credit cards, say, you want to pay on a credit card or cash or whatever, let's come up with the rules and let's start communicating that down and make it as easy as possible for our customers to buy with us. Number 11, What's in it for me? This is what we all want when we're buying products and services out there. We want to see what's the perceived value and the actual value of our money that's coming across. So, think about what's in it for your customer. What's their benefits? What are they going to walk away with? A clean, detailed car. How long is it going to take? Are they in a hurry? This is about understanding our customers a little bit more. Number 11. Very, very important one. Have fun, right? If you've got some frustrations and stress at top level, it'll flow down into your staff, which means that your staff will then be a little bit uneasy, which makes the customers a little bit easy. I look at business as a game of business, and in any game you should have fun. So if you're not having fun, let's start finding some ways to have fun, because it will generate more customers. Customers will be happy coming to visit you. You build that rapport, and then you get that referral-based system in place. It'll build your business without even looking at any other marketing campaigns or anything that you do. So, have some fun in your business. Right. So, that brings us to the end of the session. Right. Now, look, I thank you for joining me on this session. Hopefully you'll get some value out of it and implement it into your business. But make it a bit of a conscious effort each week to have a look at these. I'll post them. I'll send them out as an email, and look at ways that how it can actually benefit your business. Some things will work in some sites and not in others. But what I want you to do is try and have an open mind and say, well, okay, I'll try that, I'll implement it and see how it goes. So, look, thanks again for joining me, and look forward to catching up with you on my site visit if we don't talk to you before then.